opponent is the same, but new fight it's new fight. You need prepare a little bit different.
And just one more from me, Beterbiev Bivol, the rematch. What a great fight that is in Saudi. How do you see that playing out, Sal?
It's gonna be a really good fight again. Both are great fighters.
Of course, I will not tell you exactly the way that we want to approach that fight. I think Bivol is very limited what he can change in that fight. He's not going to come, even if he say that in the media, he's not going to come and face Artur punch to punch. He's going to try to do what he did the first time and do it better, of course.
Riyadh season 2025 is gearing up to be a landmark event, especially for combat sports fans. In the main card, Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol will meet once again in one of the most anticipated fights of the year, scheduled for February 22, 2025 at the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Adding a layer of anticipation to this fight, professional boxer Canelo Alvarez has made his pick. He believes Dmitry Bivol would beat Artur Beterbiev this time. Despite Beterbiev's terrifying knockout power, Canelo sees Bivol's skill, movement, and defensive discipline as the key factors that would give him the edge. Having faced Bivol himself, Canelo knows firsthand how difficult it is to break through his defense and control the fight. While many see Beterbiev as an unstoppable force, Canelo is siding with the man who already proved he can outbox elite opponents.
Is there one person that comes to mind?
No.
Bivol maybe, just to get the rematch. Bivol maybe.
Bivol is one of the guys. I have my rematch now to like I say, if he wins the 175 undisputed.
Do you think he does?
I think so. He has the ability to do it. You know, Beterbiev is a really strong fighter. It's gonna be hard, but he can do it.
Artur Beterbiev's trainer, Mark Ramsey, is making one thing clear: Bivol is running out of options. While Ramsey won't reveal their exact strategy, he believes Bivol has little room for major changes. No matter what Bivol claims in the media, Ramsey is certain he won't dare trade punches with Beterbiev.
Of course, I will not tell you exactly the way that we want to approach that fight. I think Bivol is very limited what he can change in that fight. He's not going to come, even if he say that in the media, he's not going to come and face Artur punch to punch. He's going to try to do what he did the first time and do it better, of course. And I think we can bring a lot of more stuff, new stuff on that fight, of course.
Mark Ramsey is confident that their team can make crucial adjustments for a rematch against Dmitry Bivol. While Beterbiev dominated physically in their first fight, Ramsey admits that Bivol's tight defense prevented them from landing clean fight-changing shots. Now, he believes that with better angles, sharper timing, and a more precise approach, Beterbiev can cause even greater damage in a potential second showdown.
It's fun because the first fight we really beat him up like physically, like you say, but it was never like really clean punch that we are able. He came. We have to give him that. He came with a very strong, tight defense in that fight, and we was not able to really like make him do a bad move and catch him right on the chin or right. Majority of the punch was on the guard and outside of the straight punches, straight right. It was hard to catch like very clean. I think we can do a way better job at this, using the right angle and the right punch at the right moment.
Mark Ramsey also revealed some new adjustments and techniques that Artur Beterbiev has adopted now. He placed emphasis on how targeting the body should be a focal point strategy for the rematch against Dmitry Bivol.
We have a point like we recuperate Artur not from zero, but he's coming back from a fight. We're going back to the gym. We keep working on the little details that we want to improve, and we see Artur keep improve as a boxer, and it's great because we always in the past was like good performance and now out and for injury or some stuff like this and come back and have to redo again and again. Now we just recuperate from fight to fight. It's good momentum right now.
Beterbiev's trainer does find hope in his own methods by landing consistent body shots that might slow his opponent down and throw off his rhythm. As he spoke, Ramsey also brought up the combination of headshots and body shots to open up and subsequently breach Bivol's defensive structure.
How much more of an improved or a better version do we see from Artur, knowing that he's been able to get back out quickly?
A very good question, because it's a major point for us. Like you say, couple of last year we was doing a fighter here for many different reasons that we had, but we failed not only for the fight, but also in the training, like we have a momentum.
Mark Ramsey is sending a clear warning. Artur Beterbiev is getting even better. According to his trainer, Beterbiev has been improving rapidly and sharpening his skills like never before. With a strong training camp and momentum on his side, Ramsey believes Beterbiev will prove just how powerful and dominant he truly is when he steps into the ring for the rematch.
He take that very personal, not in term of against Bivol, but he take for himself. Like I told you, he know he can do better, and he want to do better, and this is what he's gonna show the next fight.
Artur Beterbiev is looking scary ahead of his rematch with Dmitry Bivol. The undefeated knockout machine has been putting in serious work at the gym, showcasing freakish power, explosive combinations, and relentless intensity as he prepares for one of the biggest fights of his career.
Андрей, может, не надо?
Пойдем.
Сколько делаем?
120.
2 раза?
Может, 3?
Я не смогу 3, да? 2?
Нет, 3 не можешь.
Хорошо,
2,
сейчас
я
попробую.
думаю, что можешь. 1.
The 33-year-old Bivol is one of the best movers, most fluid technicians, and most effective volume punchers in the sport. Most recently, Bivol stopped Malik Zinad, who stepped in after Beterbiev's injury in round 6. But Bivol's standout win remains his domination of Saul Canelo Alvarez in 2022. Canelo had previously seen success at light heavyweight, but his latest venture up to the division was ill-fated. Bivol was too fast, strong, and aggressive for the Mexican, schooling him for a comfortable points win. After their first fight, Dmitry Bivol discussed Artur Beterbiev's punching power, noting that while Beterbiev's punches are hard, they aren't as devastating as some might believe. He reveals that Beterbiev's strength lies in his ability to deliver consistently powerful combinations, with each punch carrying significant weight.
Very strong punches, right hand, even through my left. I have, you see my thumb is swollen because I was holding it on my head and he was beating on my hand.
And that's why you got the bruise there.
Yeah,
as well.
this is why I felt like my arm, my hand came inside of my head.
Against Beterbiev, though, he must be perfect. Beterbiev's 8th-round stoppage of Anthony Yard in 2023 was a fine example of the Russian Canada's ability to find a finish when he needs it most. In that bout, Beterbiev was trailing on 2 of the 3 judges' scorecards when he knocked out the Briton. There is every chance that Bivol could outbox Beterbiev for the majority of the fight, only to fall to the older fighter's sickening power in the final few rounds. But when it comes to making a pick, Bivol just about evades the greatest danger and secure victory. The winner of Beterbiev Bivol will become an undisputed champion and rightfully be a pound-for-pound great in the sport. The most intriguing contest on a strong undercard is a rematch between Fabio Wardley and Fraser Clark, who fought to a draw in a Fight of the Year contender in March. The heavyweights were bloodied and battered after their British title fight, and they will run it back on Saturday. In March, Wardley dropped Clark in round 5, before the latter was docked a point for a low blow in round 7. Those moments proved costly for Clark, though the former Olympian did finish strong and left Wardley's nose a bloody mess. While Wardley is slightly favored in the rematch, it's not hard to picture the champion sustaining further damage to his nose and having to battle not only Clark, but also the unflattering visuals of a crimson mask. Such injuries tend to have an impact not only on judges, but also on referees. As we edge closer to fight week, the legendary Roy Jones Jr. has made his prediction ahead of this fascinating bout. Jones has broken the fight down and revealed he is siding with Bivol. That's a very, very good fight, and I have a hard time predicting it. I would pick Bivol because Beterbiev is a puncher, and if he can hit Bivol, he'll knock him out for sure. Because to me, Beterbiev is one of the best pound-for-pound punchers this game has ever seen. If he can hurt Bivol with his punches, if he can catch him, then he has a chance. Roy Jones Jr. has shared his thoughts on Artur Beterbiev's overall boxing ability, analyzing his strengths and vulnerabilities. While acknowledging Beterbiev's devastating punching power, Jones has also pointed out key factors that could be exploited against him in the ring. He added, "But what people fail to realize is that Beterbiev has been down 3 or 4 times already. That's usually the weakness of the strong punchers. They don't take as good as they get. So when there's a superb puncher like Julian Jackson, Gerald McClellan took him out, Mike McCullum took him out. He was a big-time puncher, but these guys don't beat him on decision. They knock him out because he gives a good punch, but he doesn't take the best punch." After looking at both fighters, Jones summed up and picked his winner. So that being said, Beterbiev is a good puncher, but I don't know if he takes a good punch because he's been down 3 or 4 times in nearly 20 fights. If you've been down that much in 20 fights, there's a problem there. I really think Bivol has the advantage, and I'll go with him. As the rematch with Dmitry Bivol approaches, Artur Beterbiev has made his intentions crystal clear this time. He's not just looking for a win, he's looking for a statement. Despite being confident in his victory last time, Beterbiev is determined to erase any controversy and prove beyond question that he is the superior fighter. No judges, no debates, just pure dominance, power, and skill.
Learn something, like we will learn more this time during the camp, you know. And like some details I can't tell you.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, I did enough to win, but I want to do much better.
And in the rematch, will it be easier or will it be harder?
I don't know, like we'll see, but my focus is the same. I'm preparing for...
Their first fight was a battle, but the rematch is a war. Both fighters are coming in with something to prove. Beterbiev is hungry to leave no doubt, aiming for a dominant victory to silence any critics. Meanwhile, Bivol has studied, adapted, and is ready to show why he's one of the smartest, most disciplined fighters in the game.
Thank you, John. Thank you very much. This is what the future holds. It's going to be a good one.
Senior boxing analyst Teddy Atlas has been looking ahead to the much-anticipated rematch between Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol. Beterbiev, the man who had up to that point knocked out 100% of the people he had faced, came on strong in the latter part of the fight, and though he didn't land any knockout shots, he was seen to do more damage in the eyes of the judges. Atlas broke down the fight and explained why he is again siding with Bivol, despite him losing the first fight. He stated, "The reason I picked Bivol to win the first fight is the same reason I'm going to pick him now. Everyone thinks that Beterbiev is the guy who has the upper hand in the mental area because he's so mentally strong and mentally focused, and the other guy Bivol is more skillful athletically." Teddy Atlas isn't holding back. He believes Bivol's mental strength, determination, and mindset make him just as dangerous as his elite boxing skills. According to Atlas, Bivol isn't just coming to survive against Beterbiev, he's coming to win. Atlas added, "But Bivol is the guy who's mentally together, who's mentally strong. That guy is mentally strong. That guy is determined. That guy is a monster. I think Bivol is a monster in his mind too. I think he's mentally strong in his mind too, and I think that he's learned things from the last fight." Shakur Stevenson is backing Dmitry Bivol to claim victory when he faces Artur Beterbiev for a second time in Saudi Arabia at Riyadh season's The Last Crescendo. In their previous fight, Bivol made an excellent start, but his lead was chopped away as the marauding Beterbiev came on strong in the second half to become the undisputed champion. Despite the latter claiming victory, the results split opinion, and many within the boxing industry, including Stevenson, believed the former had done enough to win. Both men are ready to go once more now, and the American who faces Floyd Schofield on the bill is the latest high-profile figure to have his say on the contest. Stevenson added, "I thought Bivol won, and I think he may win again. Honestly, he needs to stop letting his foot off the gas. I think in the last 2 rounds he let his foot off the gas. I think if he stays focused throughout the fight, he wins." Beterbiev versus Bivol, 2 headlines a huge night that will also see Daniel Dubois make the second defense of his IBF heavyweight crown against Joseph Parker. David Benavidez insists that former WBA light heavyweight champion Dmitry Bivol deserved to win his fight against IBF WBC WBO champ Artur Beterbiev. David Benavidez to the media, talking about the Artur Beterbiev versus Dmitry Bivol fight. "I thought Bivol won that fight. It was a close fight. It couldn't have gone either way. I feel that Bivol won most of the rounds. He was controlling most of the rounds, and his combination punching was better." David Benavidez is backing Dmitry Bivol to win once again on February 22nd. While he acknowledges that both fighters are elite and capable of making adjustments, Benavidez believes that if the rematch plays out similarly to the first fight, Bivol will walk away victorious once again. He added, "I think Bivol does win the rematch on February 22nd. Both of those fighters are high-caliber fighters, so they can make adjustments. I don't know if it's going to be the same fight or not, but if it's the same fight, I feel Bivol wins." Meanwhile, adding fuel to the fire, Ring Magazine reports that Turkey has confirmed that a trilogy will occur if Bivol wins the rematch on February 22nd. That's terrible news for WBC mandatory David Benavidez, who hopes to fight the winner of the Beterbiev-Bivol 2 fight. Fans will find it tough to accept a third match between these two because many are already tired of seeing them fight. Bivol is not exciting to watch as he uses a hit-and-run style. Only a select few fans enjoy that approach. Benavidez may need to take an interim fight to stay busy if there is a Beterbiev-Bivol trilogy match. Benavidez should give David Morrell a rematch if that's the case because he's the best possible opponent he can fight to create interest in his title challenge at 175. The Benavidez-Morrell fight on February 1st created a lot of interest from fans and brought in respectable pay-per-view numbers. Benavidez won a 12-round unanimous decision but took a beating in the fight, and his face looked like he'd lost the fight. Morrell was largely unmarked at the end, showing that Benavidez's weaker punches had done nothing to him. The Riyadh season card has undeniably shaken up the boxing world, bringing together some of the biggest names for a night of high-stakes, action-packed matchups, with elite champions, thrilling rivalries, and legacy-defining fights. It's no surprise that many are calling it one of the greatest boxing events ever. Which upcoming fight are you most excited for? Do you think Bivol versus Beterbiev will live up to the hype? And who is your favorite fighter of all time? Let us know in the comments. That's it for today's breakdown. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more boxing updates.